So that guy that left that message, I don't want to get married. I would rather she walked away. His message was exactly my message.
I'll never marry again. That was Dean's mantra for about a year. He said this shortly after we met. And that one line, I'll never marry again, is the most misunderstood thing between a Western man and a Filipina, in my opinion. And it is how the best foreign men lose the best Filipinas. And most of them don't even see it coming. Now, here's what I find strange. When Dean said that to me, it never registered. It pretty much floated right past me, and I will tell you why later. And it's the whole point of today's episode. So, this started with a viewer named Tim Lee who smartly and kindly challenged my traditional views on marriage. And since I wanted to test my own biases, I decided to take this argument to the streets to hear what local people actually think. And just to be clear, this episode is not about bashing or labeling foreign men as bad. It's about two good people with good intentions who still fail to find each other. And I'm not here to convince you of anything. I am just putting the honest data in front of you. So, where does someone like him come from? Well, he got burned badly from his previous marriage or marriages. Back in season one, I showed you how the West stopped playing the partnership game and slowly shifted into the status game when it got rich. And unfortunately, in a status game, almost nobody wins because there's always someone better, someone shinier, one swipe away, or just right around the corner. And status game breaks marriages. And it taught a generation of men that commitment is a trap. So Tim called it Briefolds law. She stays while she's getting something out of it and leaves the moment a better deal appears. And to be fair, many of you watched exactly that happen more than once. So you started building armor. I love her, I'll take care of her, but no marriage. And Tim's sharpest point was leverage. He said a waitress can only demand a big tip when there are more customers than tables. And in the dating market here, there are more Filipinas than good, stable foreign men. So he sets the terms, not her. And on paper, he is not wrong. Because where he's from, marriage became a weapon that could cost him everything. To him, it's two trapdoors. One, no divorce. You get stuck forever with someone you no longer love. Two, you get divorced again. It's exactly the same thing that gutted him good the last time. So, date forever feels like the only safe door for him to enter. But in her world, marriage was never a weapon. It's security. The one thing that says he's not keeping his options open. He chose me. And that's the paradox. The rule he makes to keep himself safe, I'll never marry, is the exact rule that tells a good Filipina, you'll never be safe with me. And so I actually scoured online forums for this episode, and I found that Filipinos don't call her the gold digger. Instead, they call the Western men out for wanting wife benefits with none of the promise. As one Filipina put it, I don't like giving wife benefits as a girlfriend only. He thinks he's the one being hunted, but she thinks she's being used as a placeholder. So you can see the suspicion cuts both ways. So that's my claim. A good Filipina can say yes to forever with no marriage, and the man who forces that rule will actually lose her. But that's my traditional upbringing and my bias talking. So, to give Tim a fair answer, I stopped guessing and went and asked. I made his case out loud before every answer, and I kept the answers that disagreed with me. So, here's what people said. So ate, niingon ka nga, dili na unta ka
Oo.
magpakasal. So what happened? What made you change your mind and how old were you?
Ana ako ra lamang ma'am, ikasulti na dili ako nga dapat magpakasal kay para kun mo lang magbuyag, okey ra sa ako, yan hikaso na papel ba, kung nakabagat siya,
Ah,
okey ra sa ako. Human kay ano matanan ning kahon pa na naka-eskwela siya, kinahanglanan man gud ma'am kuan marriage contract.
ah,
Mm. Sa abin sa kana ko na magpakasal otro. Iton, bisan kandos na ka, binuangan pa ka,
Oo.
magtago-tago, amaza ka dyan tinagawa. Nay, kung makay masakpan ko, man mo dyan, di ko makalimutan. Okay ra sa ako, kung ako bijaan ng layaki. Kay mahibay man ako manginabuhi. O, mga anak nagtrabaho, musugot ra ko na dili, ako nila tagaan, biso magsibing sila. Kay ako di man ako mahadlok, kay masipag man ako, ang
Oo.
mahadlok ang puluho.
So ate, what if ang imuhang anak, what if one day naa siya'y ma-meet nga foreigner? So what if moingon ang foreigner, mahalon na ko imuhang anak, akong siyang higugmaon, palanggaon, pero dili mi magpakasal, live-in ra. Okay ra sa imo ha?
Ay, hindi lamang
Ha?
yakabayo sa hija.
So sa decision sa imuhang anak.
Sidara.
Oo.
Kay tagiyan ko man, so okay ra sab sa ako, kay jaoy sa ako bata sa jail, na jay katibo na surprise. Okay ra sab sa ako na waya magkasal. Anak ko palanggaon lamang dili pa sakitan, okay ra sa ako.
Okay ra sa imuha, for example, imong anak nakauyab siya foreigner niya, mingon ng foreigner, di ta ka pakaslan pero mahalon lang ta ka. Okay ra sa imo?
Kung para sa ako, magdepende ra sa ila. Kung okay ra sa ila, okay ra kan sab sa ako.
What if maingon si foreigner nga, ikaw naman ang ako ang suportahan, dili ang imuhang pamilya, kay kita man ang nairelasyon. Okay ra sa imuha nga siya ra ang suportahan.
Dili gyud punta na okay kay wala na gani nimo pakasli akong anak. Tagahan po may bisan gamay ra
Oo,
ko
marag-
na suporta pang kuan kay ang ginikanan wala magoy. O pero kung depende na sab sa iya kung dili siya mo suporta di okay ra sab. Basta siya mahayahay siya.
Oo. O sa inyong opinion, kung maingon ng foreigner, live-in ra, ako siyang palanggaon, ako siyang mahalon, pero rin ako siya pakaslan, hangtod-hangtod.
Filipina, kaya ang may among kang pinitaghanap, yan mo kaya ang gada mo kasal.
What if kanang 10 years, wala gihapon, okay ra gyapon sa inyo ha?
Mapat, sinahilungan ito doon.
Maski wala kay ihatag sa ako every month, palanggaan lang siya, okay ra na. So guys, that was very surprising to me because I really thought that they'd be super conservative. But yeah, I was actually proven wrong. Like almost all of them. I think, there were like about 10 of them. And then they said it's okay if their daughter is going to get on with a Western man so long as they would love her. And I think they were sincere when they said that it's okay even if the guy will not give them something every month so long as the future of their daughter is secure, then they're fine with that. So, yeah, I mean, there were some hesitations for some of them, but for most of them, they were like saying it with a smile. And so that was really surprising to me. Kung na ko yung consent, okay na ba nga maka-capture sa camera ang inyong mga answers?
Yeah.
So nga akong audience, kadaghanan mga divorced foreigner o daghan sa ilaha, dili na magpakasal kay nitagam na sila. So kadaghanan sa mga muanhi or naa sa Pinas ay miingon nga, mahalon na ako ug alagaan na ako siya for life pero walay kasal nga mahitabo. Unsay inyong opinion about ana?
Pero diri magud sa Burgos kay lahi manggod gusto nila anay may ring na or kasal legal adisir pa magtibo.
Pero sa ang inyong mga nakailan ninyo is kuan gyud kasal ang preference or naay mga nag-live-in?
Oh, live in ra. Kay naay may amo classmate nga ko namin yun na. Oo, tapos live in pa sila, dili pa sila kung kasal. Pero diri ka jud oo.
There is marriage
So you think ang katong nag-live-in yung friends, padulong sila magpakasal pohon or pohon pa? So okay lang live-in basta magpakasal eventually?
Oo.
Okay. So fair enough. Okay, sige. Kamong tulo. Boyfriend forever o asawa?
Boyfriend.
Di ka magpakasal?
Hindi pa si Jerry.
Ako ready. Kay di pa ka
Hindi pa
ready.
si Jerry di sa kuman. So, base na doon sa sunod.
It may change. Okay.
Oo,
Ikaw?
Kuan, asawa.
Okay.
Oo, date to marry.
Okay, date to marry. Nice. Ikaw?
Asawa sa
Okay, good. Perfect. Papel lang ba ang kasal o dili siya buot pasabot nga palanggaon kanya habang buhay? O secure ka habang buhay? Or habang buhay? Depende ra.
Depende
depende sa sitwasyon.
Ay, kamo murag Pinoy yung preference or foreigner?
foreigner.
Oh. Extra question. Why?
Kay kuan manggod joon.
Pero ko na ila anak ko na ti happy na hap.
Pero dili sa kuan man gud taglahi man gud magtrato ang mga kuan
Ang
foreigner kaysa sa
Pinoy.
Filipino. Mm-mm.
Namoy na
Mm-mm.
experience or
Dili
na-witness?
kong experience kay bali na witness ra kay. Oo, kay kasagaran mo gud mga Pinoy like kahilig nila.
Kahilig nila
Oo,
manggamit
mga
na sa
abuso.
imo.
Oo. Like
Oh.
gibali jon
Gamiton ra ka nila.
Pag ang sa
Mm.
foreigner kay trato mga jud kanila na.
Dili
Mm.
man pareha sa foreigner na.
dili sila magbase sa kuan
Sa
sa wayo,
Sa wayo,
magbase sila
magbase
sa
sa
kuan sa
personality.
personality. Pero sa Pinoy ang mga layaki tan-aw na ka nagwapa.
Di ko na lingkod,
So surface level lang sila,
Oo.
no? Dili mo kan sa imong
Dili sila
character.
mukuan dili.
Ay, ganahan ko ano yung mga tubag ba? Mga mature na inyong kung ano na una. Oo. So, in terms of relationship, puhon, in case na amoy makaila, so unsa man sa inyo how you think is acceptable nga age gap with a foreigner?
Age.
2 or 3.
2 or 3 years. Ay, ikaw?
2 or 3.
5.
5?
Oo.
Answer with one word. Unsa ka importante ang singsing o kasal para sa usa ka Pilipina? Or usa ka importante para sa
nag-stand si na promise
Sa isa
sa between.
So, it's a promise between you two nga kamong duha.
Para sa ako importante para sa ako ang sing-sing kay kibali nagsimbolo na bisan uno pa kalisod an kuan an ijo mga oo bisan uno pa ng mga challenges sa ijo kuan kamo gapon duhaan mag kuan through ups and downs.
Here. So, kani siya, gikan ni sa akong usabitaw ka audience, niingon siya nga, mas daghan daw ang mga babae or Pinay kumpara sa mga foreigner bitaw nga mga buutan. So, ang iyang buot pasabot is maka-dictate siya sa terms sa relationship. So, for example, 'di ba, ang inyong outlook is magpakasal mo, pero what if in love mo sa isa't isa? Nya moingon siya nga, natagam naman ko sa kuan good na divorce ko dito nya, you know, half sa ako ang assets nawala, di na ko ganahan magpakasal, pero I will love you for the rest of my life. So do you think mo agree ka ana nga kuan nga terms?
Bukan depende siya.
Depende ra sa
Depende mo gud kay di may lataglaong na action is action speak louder than words. So kung makita man sab ka jud kung kuan siya kung tinuod siya sa imo through sa ija action. Pero kung words ra tas way mo makita na kuan way mo makita na pinagbago sa ija na tagmahal ko ka jud niya.
Oh,
Buyag.
sakto gyud ka. So at the end of the day, depende sa lalaki o depende sa level of love. And yeah, you can go with it. Okay, fair enough. Now, fair warning. This was a small group in one town, so I'm not going to claim this is what all Filipinas think. It's insights from real people and not proof points, yeah? But here's why it's worth your time. What these province women told me lines up with what the young city online crowd says, the ones you'd most expect to disagree. And it lines up with national numbers too. So when 3 very different groups point in the same direction, that's a pattern worth paying attention to. Now let's go to the street findings. The older ones were really the ones that surprised me most, but not in the way that I expected. I thought they'd be the strict conservative ones, but instead, a whole group of village elders share the same outlook. If he truly loves her and her future is secure, that's enough, marriage or not. Now, the market women, these are the ones who actually surprised me the most because their reason for shrugging off marriage was neither romance nor bitterness. It was this: it's okay if he leaves me because I know how to survive on my own. In Mirna's words, the woman who's scared to be left is the woman who is lazy and depends on the man alone. So, you see, Mirna is not a woman who stopped believing in marriage. She's a woman who stopped needing it as her safety net. Now, here's what the street of Burgos taught me. It was never really about the ring. It was always about security. Marriage is just the usual way that a woman gets to it. So, look closely. When a Filipina earns her own money, marriage stops being a survival tool and becomes a choice. She might still want the ring, yes, but she really doesn't need it to pay her rent. If the deal isn't good, she walks. That's the old power dynamic crumbling right in front of us. But take that financial security away, say a younger woman or someone supporting her whole family, and that meaning of the ring changes completely. It's no longer just a piece of jewelry, it becomes a lifeline, the only real promise that's keeping her head above water. So when a self sufficient woman says, I don't want to get married, and the guy from the West says the same thing, they aren't talking about the same reality because she means, I'm secure on my own, while he means, I'm afraid of losing what I have. It's not just the people I interviewed on the street. I spent hours reading what younger urban Filipinos and expats are saying online. A lot of them agree that moving in together makes sense, especially in a country without divorce. Test drive the relationship before you lock the door, right? But there's almost always a catch. Cohabitation is meant to be a step toward marriage, not a replacement of it. In fact, the most common comment I kept seeing was, why stay together for years with no end goal? To them, a relationship without a destination isn't freedom, it's a red flag. And make no mistake, the social stigma of living together still exists here, and it almost always falls on the woman, not the man. Now, here's a plot twist I didn't see coming. This online audience represents the more well off, most modern, urban, and connected demographic in the country. If anyone was going to abandon traditional values, I thought it would have been them, but they didn't. When even the newest generation still insists on the ring, you know that the culture hasn't really shifted. It's still holding firm. And the data backs this up. You probably already heard this dramatic statistics that about 58% of children in the Philippines are born out of wedlock. So people use that number to claim that the culture is falling apart, but that's a total misreading of the data. In the Philippines, a child is labeled non marital simply if the parents weren't officially married before the birth. It has nothing to do with whether the dad is in the picture. In reality, huge numbers of these couples live together and raise their kids together and have the father's name on the birth certificate. They just haven't had a wedding just yet because weddings are expensive. So most of them they wait for a free church mass wedding, which is what my parents did, or until they have the budget for it. So the family unit is already built, the marriage certificate is just running a tad late. But the other side of that statistic is real too. Some of those men did walk away, a lot of them. And that's where many of these independent market women or Filipinas in general come from. They experience heartache or a breakup firsthand or watch it happen to someone else and realize they'd rather feed themselves than depend on a man who might leave. So, gentlemen, let me be very clear. I am not here to talk you out of anything. If you've been burned before, never again is a fair thing to feel. And I am not here to judge you for putting your guard up. I am just handing you the receipt so you know the true cost. And what you do with it is up to you. So here's the receipt. A strict no marriage rule is like a locked door. But notice what that door actually keeps out. It's not the gold diggers or the users. It's the genuine, real, loyal woman. She's the one who would have stayed with you through thick and thin, but refuses to settle for being a forever girlfriend. So every time you hold that rule up like a shield, look at who you're blocking. You're blocking the very person you're looking for. Well, for sure, some may find the rare exceptions out there, but like many are fond of saying, exceptions are not the rule. That's not a lecture. To me, that's simply the price tag, and it's wise to take that into consideration and weigh your odds well. Now, let me tell you my biggest takeaway after watching one man up close saying, I'll never marry again. I found out it's rarely about marriage itself. It's something else in disguise. It's, I don't trust this just yet. It's, I haven't met someone worth the risk. This is how I know. For months, this man told me he would never get married again. No pushing, no begging from my side. I just stayed. In the beginning, I said that it floated right past me. Not because I didn't hear what he was saying, it's just that deep inside, I had a different kind of rule, and I had my own timer ticking inside me, which when the time comes, and in my head, I had this timeline of 1 to 2 years. And if there's still no marriage, I would have to reconsider. And then one day, long before my timer stops ticking, he told me he wanted to marry me. So his rule didn't break because I demanded it. It just dissolved on its own because the fear he was protecting simply ran out of steam. So if you take just one lesson from this entire series, from the tampo, the jealousy, the little lies, the family dynamics, and everything in between, let it be this. She was never asking you to surrender your freedom. She was asking you to make a choice. It's simply a decision spoken out loud that you're done looking, that you chose her and she chose you. And the day you find someone worth choosing, you won't need me at all to talk you into it, gentlemen. You will just know. 2 questions before I go. For the men, I'll never marry again. Is that your truth or is it your armor? Be honest with yourself. And ladies, willing ka bang itaya ang iyong buhay sa isang forever na walang singsing o walang kasiguraduhan? Yung totoo.
That was us for months, babe. I wasn't going to get remarried. You just stayed with me until I realized I want to marry this woman.